Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Davita with Medium of the Light Tarot. I am back with you with a pick a card reading. This is going to be what is your person thinking and feeling about you. Deck number 1 is the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. The second one is a mermaid deck by I think it's Dame Marcy. And then the Modern Witch Tarot. So you can go to the description or the description box and the comment box and find the timestamps for these. And let's start with the love reading of what they're thinking and feeling about you with number 1. All right, deck number 1. What is your person thinking and feeling about you? Looks like they just decided to go to work because the situation was painful. There's the Lover's card in reverse, so there's some blocked energy here. The Ace of Swords, so they're thinking about communicating. I kind of feel like they had to back away and gather what they could, as they were kind of feeling like all is lost. And with this Three of Swords, you know, whatever happened here totally broke their heart. They were feeling some kind of a burden. Yeah, there's 2 communication cards here. This one, you know, with the Eight of Wands, they want to communicate, but they're blocked. And then with this Ace of Swords, it's like there's a possibility for it. And here's the Temperance card with divine timing. And I feel like with this one, they're kind of, you know, taking the liquid, the water, and going back and forth. Like, should I contact them? Should I not? Is this over? Is it not? I feel they're very confused. They were hurt by the way you treated them. Give me some clarification on this. Yeah, they're definitely up in their head, feeling stuck and apathetic with the Lover's card reversed. I feel like, why should I bother? The Star in reverse, it's kind of like they're losing hope, or they've lost hope, but they still have this Ace of Swords here. So they're still thinking about communicating, but I feel that there's stubbornness here, and they're like, well, why should I communicate? They feel like you should be the one to communicate with them. And, you know, with this card comes the Two of Swords. So they feel like it's a stalemate, and they're trying to guard their heart. With this Three of Swords comes the High Priestess. You know, after their heart was broken, they just went silent. You know, and with this difficulties card of carrying a large burden came, you know, the Tower. You know, and here's the reversed Victory card with this communication. I kind of feel like you might have went back with another lover, or an old lover, or it was a third party, and the person that you chose, that, you know, someone else other than them. Yeah, they were trying to juggle something and they weren't doing a good job. Or you weren't, I'm sorry. And of course, flip it as it reads. You know, of course, they feel like you chose the wrong person. You know, in this third-party situation, they were trying to be adaptable and flexible. You know, and even here, there's the number 3. Maybe they discovered that you were indeed choosing this other person. And they feel this person that you chose controls you through criticism. And they just, you know, they felt so much lust for you. You know, this person might have been the third party. And you might have been in a committed relationship with the person that you chose. They felt a lot of romance with you. And I can tell that you kind of feel like you want to go back to them and, you know, maybe start it up again because you miss them. And you're kind of wondering if you chose the wrong person because of this devotion card. Because this other person that you chose, they're not very good to you. The person that you chose is very detached and cold and calculating is what I'm hearing. It's like you tried to do the right thing. You tried to choose, you know, what was the most logical, which was, you know, the person that you're in this committed relationship with. But the reason why you walked away from, you know, well, started to have this other person involved is because you were not happy. You weren't getting your needs met. You know, and this person, you know, came with you with, you know, flirtation and romance. I mean, this person really has deep feelings for you, you know, with this. There's the flirtation, the romance, devotion, the lust, and of course, you know, those are surface. A lot of those are surface things, but and somehow they helped you get a little bit of, at least for a little while, some independence. I think you might have been telling your spouse, hey, I've got to work, I've got to do this. And because, you know, this person, you wanted to see this person so bad, it gave you that kind of independent streak to kind of do with what you wanted. You know, and then of course you started to feel guilty. And then when your spouse found out, or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it is, found out that you were, you know, with someone else, or you were afraid that they were about to, you backed it off and cut it off. You didn't want to let go of all that you and this person that you're connected with are committed to has achieved. You wanted to stay in the status that you had. You didn't want to lose that. What is your person thinking and feeling about you? They think that you could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept help from others. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This person wants you back. This person wants to be with you. I kind of think that I'm feeling that they didn't really realize how much they cared for you until you cut them off. It's not like they didn't care for you or they're being aloof or, you know, detached, like your spouses are the one that you're committed to, officially committed to. But when you cut them off, it really cut deep, and they're seeing how much they really love you and want to be with you. They want to make it official with you. It says you deserve love and you are lovable. You know, and maybe you're just kind of racking yourself, or you're raking yourself over the coals on this one, going, I can't believe I did this. You know, what kind of a person am I to cheat on someone like this? You know, you're just giving yourself a hard time. And I kind of feel, as I've done these readings over time, I've really felt like I can feel the magnetism when it's like a deep spiritual connection. And I feel that with this one. And with this, you know, this person that you've cut off, you know, and the person that you remained with, it's very, there's not a lot of love there. There's not a lot of passion there. Yeah, I mean, to a certain degree, you kind of want to break up with this person that you're committed to. You know, and of course, the person that was the third party, you know, they're feeling abandoned, that you've given them the silent treatment. But I kind of feel like this is a higher level of connection between you and this third party. And I feel like the person that you are committed to, they have a lot of outdated thinking. Like, you're growing and you're learning and you're expanding spiritually, even though you think you've committed this heinous act of you know, cheating on someone. It's because it's not serving your purposes anymore. You know, and the person that you're staying with has outdated thinking, and they're not for you anymore. You know, and then this person who the third party that you cut off, they still want to be with you. They still want to date you. You know, it's like, they'd be like, when and where? They'd meet you. Yeah, they like you. They have fun flirting with you. They're not ready to let this go. They would love to meet for coffee. You know, maybe even try to create a friendship. I mean, honestly, I think that you can stay in a loveless situation, or one that just doesn't serve your purposes anymore. But this is the age of enlightenment. And if something isn't working for you anymore, you've got to move on. You've got to make healthy choices for you. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, and being happier. You know, and maybe moving away from this critical person, the person that you're committed to. And, you know, open your heart to this person again, because I kind of feel like they're the one you're supposed to be with. Yeah, Cupid's arrow, having faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation or meeting, and hesitation. I think, you know, you're really hesitating because you're like, oh my God, I already broke the heart, and, you know, I think that they care, and this is a confirmation that they do. And there's that part of you that kind of rakes yourself over the coals where you're like, oh, you know, I had the seduction, I got caught up in a third party, but this is because you weren't happy. You're not happy with this other person. And it's just kind of, you know, trying to tell you it's time to move on. It's time to expand to the next level. You know, you have pride and ego about this, you know, especially like the status that you've built with this person that you're committed with, and you don't want to lose that. But I mean, having a nice home and a nice car compared to having a lovely, happy life with someone who you care deeply about, who doesn't criticize you, that's a big difference too. And this next one says, you know, summer, maybe you're going to be able to come back with this person in summer. Yeah, you've got to move past this barrier. And I know sometimes it's not easy to let something go, you know, and maybe you really have a lot of nostalgia about it, you know, and you probably have a lot of nostalgia with this third-party person. But I'm kind of feeling like, I've already told you what I'm feeling, that you guys are twin flames. You and this third party. And whomever I'm speaking to, you know it too. And if you're not familiar with the term twin flame, look it up. It's basically like two halves of one soul. You feel each other. You dream about each other. You communicate in the 5D. Yeah. And reconciliation. All right. I hope that was helpful. And I know that you're trying to get yourself out of a sticky situation and trying to figure out what to do, or you wouldn't be here in this reading. But trust me when I say you will be well worth getting rid of the person who criticizes you. They pull your self-esteem down to try to control you. You know, but I think you used to be able to be controlled by it, but when you find your twin flame, you know, obviously you've been having a spiritual awakening, especially when you're around a twin flame. You can't help but do so, kind of like you don't have a choice. So please leave me a like, share, and subscribe. I would love to know how this resonated with you, because I always find it interesting to see what the storyline is for people, because, you know, that's an interesting storyline for me, you know, as a reader, to go, oh, okay, you know, someone's in a committed relationship but cheated on that person with their twin flame, and then you've cut them off because you felt guilty or whatever the case might have been. But stay strong. Know that you've found a diamond in the rough, because how often do you find your twin flame? A lot of people probably don't in certain lifetimes. So when it happens, you got to seize it. So, my friends, I will see you next time on Medium of the Light Tarot. Now I'm going to shuffle these, get them ready for the next reading. And doing so, I'll be clearing the energy. Because these are my tried and true decks that give a lot of good information. And of course, I'm very excited because I just got this Twin Flame Journey Oracle card from Mystic Moon Oracle. Well, she's got a YouTube channel, and I find them to be good cards. They're very informative. Let's see, I think I've got all of them. All right. Deck number 2. What is your person thinking and feeling about you? What is your person thinking and feeling about you? I feel that there's 2 of them here. These cards kind of stick. We've got the 9 of Swords. Excuse me. And we've got the Temperance card. The 2 of Cups. The 5 of Cups. The Knight of Swords. It's the first reversed we've got so far. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, all right, pile 2. What do we got going on here? What is your person thinking and feeling about you? It's interesting. I feel like they have a lot of love for you. They're having patience. But then on the outside, it's, they feel like they're going through a dark night of the soul, and they're feeling apathetic about love, like love is lost. And they want to come in and communicate fast with you, but they feel like their heart is broken, so they don't feel like they can. And then here's the Nine of Pentacles with the Temperance. So they feel like, you're worth waiting for, that you're such a wonderful person. It's kind of like they keep flip-flopping about it. They want to come forth with you with this Two of Cups, with this passionate, grounded communication. And with the Five of Cups here, you've got the Page of Cups. So they want to bring forth their cup of love, but they're blocking it. And with the Nine of Swords it's the Two of Swords. It's like they're blocking their heart. And with Temperance comes the Fool. See, it's kind of like they keep flip-flopping. They want to move forward with you. They have the patience to do so. With this Two of Cups comes the King of Cups. Almost feeling like this is a new situation and they don't know how you really feel. In the part where they've got the swords here and the cups, it's where they don't really, it's kind of like where it goes into their own inner dialogue, their own inner fears. And then the other parts, the love that they want to give you, but they don't know if you will reciprocate. And I think, they've been definitely hurt in the past with this, Ten of Swords here. It's, with the Five of Cups, thinking love is lost and then experiencing a death. But of course, with death is a new beginning. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to build something with you, and they want to come forward and, deliver these messages to you. They're just unsure how you would greet them, and they see you as this Nine of Pentacles. But then here's the Devil card. But yeah, they're really scared of being rejected by you. And then here's with the Ace of Pentacles comes the Ace of Cups. Like they really want to communicate with you. They want to give you something solid and grounded with the Pentacles. And then they want to offer you their cup of divine love. Yeah, they think of you as their Empress, with that divine feminine energy, with the Page of Cups that's reversed. They really do. But they keep flip-flopping so much between their own self-esteem issues and their past. And then they want to offer you all this love and communication, but then their inner world scares them, so they go with it and they don't say anything. And so you're wondering, like, do you like me? You're feeling anything for me? Is there anything I should know? But I feel like you've also been being coy, because you are almost feeling like this person's out of your league, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, like both of you are being stubborn about this. You know, both of you need to make a choice just to come forward. You know, because there's harmony waiting for you. You know, and both of you are like, well, maybe they're just flattering me. So it's like both of you are just not seeing like, yes, the other one's interested. Move on already. Yeah, and both of you are thinking, oh, maybe the other person's going to flatter me and then just run away like it was no big deal. I think you've had a crush on this person for a while, but you felt like they were out of your league, so you were like, we'll just be friends, and I'm not going to have any sort of attraction towards them, so I can just be their friend. So you kind of gave it up, and then they're having all these feelings for you, but they can't tell because you're trying to come at them as a friend. You know, and this person really wants to be impulsive and just be like, hey, you want to go out? But then since you guys are like friends, they're like, oh, they think of me as a friend zone. I don't know. And both of you are trying to be super controlled about how you approach them, what you, both of you, like what you say. And if this is resonating with you, it's time to go for it. Like fortune's waiting. What a cute storyline. Yeah, both of you are so scared of losing a friendship. But I can tell you, this person has feelings for you. They're just concerned that it could destroy, you know, the possible friendship that you have or the budding friendship. Yeah. You guys are both worried about deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. I don't think so. Well, and I guess in a way you are, like both of them are wearing masks. But it's just you guys are friends and you guys got to take off your mask and go, I think you're hot. Well, I think you're hot too. And then boom, all this is null and void. It says chemistry. There is strong magnetic chemistry here. And you guys both know it. You just haven't told each other. Wah, wah, wah. It says you deserve love. You are lovable. And I think that goes for the both of you. You guys are silly. Let's see, what other cards do we need to pull out here? Let's pull out some, oops. It says, I am taking my time. We have all the time in the world. And especially if you're coming at it as friends. You know, but they definitely want you. I have been watching you from a distance. You are my muse. How cute. It says, give me more time. I am not good enough for you yet. And that kind of goes along with the whole, you know, back and forth and back and forth. Like, I want to offer them love. I want to offer all this communication. And I think they're my Empress and the Two of Cups and the King of Cups, the Fool card. And then it's, you know, the Two of Swords, you know, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Cups. It's just, it's funny. I can see why they're like, oh, I'm not good enough for you yet. Yeah, they are. They're good enough right now. And so are you. I hope that that was helpful. And please give me a like, share, and subscribe. I always like hearing how this resonates. And I will see you guys on the next Pick a Card reading with Davida from Medium of the Light Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was helpful. We're going to shuffle some of these cards that I use, and we will go on to number 3. I'll clear the energy at the same time. And these, was it Radiant Wise? No, that's the other one. This is the, what's it called? Now I can't even remember, something of this Radiant Sun. The Oracle of the Radiant Sun, I think. These cards are really good. If someone's insane enough to watch me shuffle. Actually, Shuffling these cards is actually pretty fun. I love it. And I'd rather do this on camera than have to edit. Not into editing at this point. All right. Number 3. What is your person thinking and feeling about you? We've got the Queen of Cups reversed. The 5 of Swords. Oops. I'm taking all these. What is your person thinking and feeling about you? Let's see what we got here. With the Queen of Cups reversed, you got the 7 of Pentacles reversed. It's like they were approaching the situation with their cup of love. And they wanted to grow this with you. But this energy is blocked here. They felt like someone was being cold and trying to kind of rule or control everything. But they still wanted to offer you like a solid communication. You know, it was like they tried to get in a different perspective, but that's also in the reverse. They're trying to keep an open mind. You know, and with this Death in reverse, it's like they really do want to get a new perspective. And if they had, what I'm getting here is they feel like, oh, if I have to go through a death process to get this new perspective, I'll do it. Because as always, death brings renewal. And with the 4 of Pentacles, it's like they're trying to hold on to what they have. You know, and they feel like they're having to walk away from a difficult situation. What I'm getting is they feel like you pushed them into a corner. And they didn't really want to have to go there, but they felt like they didn't have a choice. It was almost like what I'm getting is like you were testing them. With the Queen of Cups comes the Knight of Swords. So they want to come forward with you, and maybe they did, but it's in the reverse. So they're just, you know, that's blocked as well. So when here with the 5 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles comes, you know, the Ace of Wands. So there's communication. They want to communicate with you. That's interesting because the last reading had, you know, 2 aces right next to each other too. So there's lots of communication going on tonight. And with this new perspective here in the Death card, they want a celebration. They want to be able to move forward with you. You know, and with this 10 of Swords, you can see in this deck, she's actually still looking on her phone. So even though she feels wounded and like it's the end, it's not the end. She's fine. She, he, they. You know, with the 4 of Pentacles here and the 8 of Cups, you know, it's that sword. So they're like, yeah, it was hard. Yeah, I'm trying to hold on to what I have, and I had to walk away from the situation, but I'm fine. And it hurt, but I'm fine. You know, here, coming out with the Page of Wands, they're like, no, I'm okay. You know, I'm still looking forward to the future. It's an interesting situation. And with the Devil card there, it's almost like, I feel like they know that whatever you pushed on them, it was almost like, you don't love me, or you don't care enough about me. You're testing them, and they're just like, okay, I guess I'll be tested, blah, blah, blah. And not in blah, blah, blah in a bad way, just more like, they know they can tell what this is about with you. They know this is your stuff and not their stuff. And they continue to try to seduce you. And you want them to. Too, it's like, yeah, your self-esteem is really low to where you're like, oh, you're going to choose someone else after a while. You're not going to want to be with me when you find out who I am and how I am. And you're just like, no, I think your exaltation to me, you're the bee's knees, but you can't see that. Like, you're like, oh, you're going to make a choice and it's not going to be me. Like, you're testing them hardcore. And this is where you need to go within and start doing your own healing on you. And how grateful and honoring it is to have someone who you obviously deeply care about, that you can go and put all your fears and your anxiousness and your insecurities on them, and they're like, no, okay, I guess I'll play your game, but you're not moving me. I'm standing right here and you can't budge me. Yeah, there's a part where your ego is playing a real big part of this. And of course, switch the story as it reads. Because there's friendship here. And maybe that's the part that they can dangle on and go, no, I know you. I knew this before. And now that we're in this, committed situation, or whatever the case is, you're being triggered hardcore. And they're just like, no, I'll stand my ground, and you do you, and freak out when necessary, and I'll still be standing here. And it's almost like you're trying to manhandle them. You're trying to dominate them. And they're just like, their attitude towards this is it's just really adorable. And they're trying to tell you, you deserve love. You're lovable. I'm right here. I'm loving you. I'm not leaving. I already found my mark, and it's you. This is free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Whatever this triggered for you, you need to do some healing. It says, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And that's exactly what your person's doing here. It's like, this is how I'm viewing it. This is you, and you're like, oh my God, I'm freaking out because I'm not good enough. I'm never, blah. And he's just standing right behind you going, I wonder if she'll ever notice I'm here. Because they have long-term sights on you. Reading cards is so fun. You just never know. All right, so I got this new deck that I'm loving. It is from Mystic Moon Oracle. She is a YouTuber, and she is great, and her cards are wonderful. This is the Twin Flame Journey Oracle. So this is your soulmate. If you had any question, it is. Look how beautiful that is. And we just got, this is the potential. And there's no rush. This isn't like tomorrow, but it's saying what the potential is, right? Right. How fun. And how wonderful to have someone who's there for you. And he's like, yeah, you can freak out. He, she, they, you can freak out. It's all good. I'm holding the vibrations. I'm holding the good thoughts. I'm holding the healing right here. Yeah, you need to surrender to this healing. You got to go within and do the healing. You know, and you admire this person so much that you're like, oh my God, you're going to leave me because I'm not good enough and I'm not this. And, you know, you're going to do this and you're just going to have to compromise on this. Not be so bullheaded about it because you're scared. Because you're like, oh my God, I've got my soulmate in front of me and I see long term, but I'm not worthy. You are. All right, I'm not going to go any further because I think this reading has clearly stated that this person's not going anywhere, even when you're trying to push them away. I hope this was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time on Medium of the Light Tarot. Bye-bye.